This Dodger continues to blow mine, playing some insane baseball down the stretch for the Dodgers. Going to get to that story. Dodgers Digest Player of the Week. Want to talk about that? All the Dodger pitching news that's been going on. There's been a lot of moves. Want to get to that as well. The state of the Dodgers with 10 games left. Get to that. How is the show doing here on Dodger Digest? We'll get to that too. Well, let's get right down to this. The Dodgers continue to blow minds with this one player playing some insane baseball down the stretch. Who am I talking about? None other than the man, drumroll please, Shohei Ohtani is at it again. He's in chase of the holy grail of records, and can he do it? The quest for MLB's first 50-50 season, and he is large and in charge. Shohei trying to take that down. What did he do last night? Well, he stole a base. What does that give him? 49 stolen bases. He needs 50, right? He's got 49. He's got 48 home runs. That is the second most in the history of the Dodgers. Adrian Beltre has the 48 as well. But Sean Green has the 49. And those were right about the same era, too. That was back when I was DJing for the Dodgers and got to see both those guys hit out of the yard. And if you remember back then, Barry Bonds was grabbing all the headlines back then because he was the guy who was crushing home runs like they were singles is what's going on. But Shohei, only 2 home runs shy, 1 stolen base shy. Can he do it? You know what I've been saying? You got to get rid of the home runs. You got to make those happen faster because you have more opportunities. He would have been thrown out because he was slow going to second. The throw was offline, being that he was safe and got his 49 stolen base. So that would not have been a 49, but because of the bad throw, it is. That's fine. It counts in the records books, no matter what. So 2 home runs, 10 games. Can Shohei do it? 1 stolen base. I feel like he's got that stolen base. But the 2 home runs, the sooner that he cracks it, the 49 over, and ties Sean Green as an all-time Dodger record, that's what he's going to need to do to take the pressure off, okay? That's what he's going to have to do. All right, hey, hit the sub button. If you're new to Dodgers Digest, subscribe because what has it been? 13.9% subscribers come back and watch the daily stuff. We get 86% who have not subscribed yet who've been watching Dodger content. And what are you doing? Mike Nelson and myself putting out vids daily on everything about the Dodgers, a couple videos a day as we head to the World Series, which the Dodgers, my prediction, will win the World Series this year. That's just my prediction on that. All right. Dodgers Digest, Dodger of the Week. Last week, Tommy Edman. He's been tearing it up. You just got to give Tommy Edman some credit. He has been just playing some serious, serious ball. And what does Dave Roberts have to say? What does Doc have to say? We always want to know what Doc has to say about the players. So here's what he says about Tommy. I was really surprised with his power. I know that he is an apt to put the barrel on the ball. Certainly versatile defensively. Yeah, he is great defensive work right there. He really takes good at bats. Thank you for that one, Dave Roberts, because it's pretty true. He does take good at bats. And what has he done so far? Tommy Edman, Dodger of the Week, Dodgers Digest Dodger of the Week, is batting .279. He's got 6 home runs, right? 2 games where he had 2 home runs in each game, and then following those up with another home run, then another home run last night. I think he's got somewhere around 15 RBIs. He's been playing well. I have stats, but these are old stats without last night's game in there or the night before. So I think, what is he batting? .279 right now. But Tommy Edman is on fire right now for the Dodgers. And you got to give the Dodger brass credit for getting him, because without him on the team, think about this. This would not be good without him playing that position, because with Tommy Edman playing short and producing as a shortstop, Dodgers have been trying to get him away for a long time, and they finally got him. So stoked to have Tommy Edman. He is your Dodgers Digest Dodger of the Week. All right, let's get into some – what do we want to talk about? Let's talk about some of the pitching that went down last night. All right, so we all know Knack is really trying to earn himself a spot for the Dodgers. You got to think Yamamoto's already locked up a position. He's had a couple good starts. You had Buehler with a couple good starts. He's already locked up a position. The other two positions are still up for grabs for the postseason. And who are they going to be? Who are the guys? Well, you saw what Knack did last night. Take a look right there. Went 5 innings. Great baseball. Remember, he got shelled in Atlanta and had a rough out. And so this was his game back from having a bad game. And that's where it becomes important. How do you answer back? And Knack proving that he deserves a spot on that roster. 7 Ks, did walk 2, but gave up no earned run. So big ups to Knack. Good to see Big Joe Kelly back in Dodger uniform and back in the bullpen. His ERA is pretty high, 5.02. So you want to watch that. I don't think he's Joe Kelly of 2 years ago. But I think Joe Kelly down the stretch can be a huge help. He's such a spark plug when it comes to the Dodgers. They love it. Logue, who just got moved into the Dodgers, did not do quite so well. 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Now, he cannot make the postseason roster. Just got moved up. But the thing about him is he's basically like a piece of duct tape for the bullpen. Because you got 10 games left. You need someone to get some innings in and throw. That's not going to help his cause right there, getting in there and just getting shelled right off the bat. Trying to look good again, always 1 inning. Look at his ERA, down to 2.11. Kopech had a little trouble, gave up a hit. Also, based on ball, you don't want to do that. It's putting 2 guys on base in 1 inning. Not good, 3.53. That is his ERA. And Honeywell coming in doing an inning too, but giving up 2 hits there as well. So, bullpen needing a little help. I mean, starting pitching has always been needing the help because – what do they say about starting pitching? It's been we're like the second worst starting pitching ERA in all of baseball. I don't think we like that at all. All right, let's get into more pitching because pitching wins championships. We all know that. Here's the moves that have happened so far from yesterday. Well, we saw that. Joe Kelly was activated. They put him into the game, so he played right off the bat, got activated. Joe Kelly, good to have him in the bullpen no matter what. He's great for the team. Bobby Miller. It's definitely not Miller time right now. When will it be Miller time? Well, hopefully next season, but I think we've seen the last of Bobby Miller this season getting bumped down to OKC, and I think Bobby Miller will be back. He's a young dude. He's learning his way. I think if he had a third pitch, he's got that changeup, he's got that fastball, but something else if he could add to the repertoire. Was that French right there? That was, wasn't it? I think that would really help his cause for sure. And Tyler Glasnow, this was the bummer that no one wanted to hear. Transferred from the 15-day injured list to the 60-day injured list. Bye-bye, Tyler Glasnow. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see him. I would doubt it. And Zach Logue, they got him, brought him in, threw him into the game. Did not do quite so well, but once again, he's like a Band-Aid. He's like some duct tape. Like, that's what you want to use. You know, you need him to eat up a few innings just to be able to come in there. And even if it's an inning a game, would help out. And then option Michael Grove, also Grove and Miller are heading to OKC, and I think that's the last we will see of them going on for the rest of the season. So sad to see those guys go, but it is part of it. Well, how's the division race going down right now? Whew, that was an important win last night. A very important win because that keeps us at 3.5 games ahead of the hated Padres. And that's a team. We don't want to face the Padres. I tell you what, we'd rather face the Brewers, send the Padres down, let them battle against the Phillies, let them tire each other out. And Padres are dangerous in a short series for the Dodgers. So we don't want to face the Padres. We want to stay ahead of them. We want to win the division is what the Dodgers need to do. So 3.5 ahead. I think Arizona, they're falling back 6. I think they don't have a shot at it at this point. I mean, they do mathematically, but the way the Dodgers are playing, I don't see that happening. So there you go. 6 games back for the D-backs and the Pods, 3.5 back, and that is a tough one because remember this about the Padres. They own the tiebreaker. So if we end up even at the end of the season, they win the division. So keep this in mind. We need to stay in front of the Padres. We don't want to make it close. And that is why I tell you, you have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat, right? That's the most important spot here. Let's get this out. 10 games left. 6 are at home. Notice the 6 that are at home. 3 of those games are against Colorado and 3 against San Diego. Okay? You have one more Miami game, and I always said you got to win the series. If you continue to win the series, that puts the pressure on the other team. And with 3 in Miami, you got to win today to make it 2 out of 3. Take the win out of Miami. Boom. Colorado, you definitely, back at Dodger Stadium, need to pull 2 of those 3. You should take the sweep. And if you do that, that'll put some pressure on San Diego with a day rest before Padres come into town. Because you don't want it to be within 3 or 2 games or 2 to 3 games when we start off with the Pods. We definitely don't want to see that happen at all, because that would not be good for the Dodgers whatsoever. So, got to take the win here in Miami tonight. And tonight, it's kind of the same thing. You look at Knack, he was pitching for a performance to try and earn a spot on the postseason roster. Pretty much think he just did that. So now you have to think Yamamoto's locked up, Buehler's locked up, Knack's locked up after the way he's performed. Now, who's the 4th spot? Flaherty. He is on the mound tonight. So if he wants to make a case for himself, he needs to come out and get the win and hold them scoreless and take a big Dodger victory. That is what I'm talking about, Willis. All right. That's going to do it for Dodgers Digest. 716 subscribers. Man, we are growing. Hit the sub button. Be part of this new trend right going on. Dodgers Digest. Me and Mike Nelson putting out videos every single day. That's going to do it. I'm Brad J. Thanks for tuning in to Dodgers Digest. And remember, always think blue.